And it's sometimes hard for us to get on code in conversations where we desperately need to be on code, because some people want credit, some people want their ideas at the forefront. As a community, it's a serious question to everyone, strong voices, all of you guys, unique voices. How do we stop maybe some of the bickering that goes on between us when it comes to this issue, and put the good of Black America before anybody's personal movement, anybody's personal, political stance, anybody's personal, media presence? Like, what do we need to do to better work together on getting the money that we're owed? Anyone can take it.
Well, one thing, the reason why we have the FBA movement going so strong is because we needed to delineate to determine who's owed reparations and who's a foundational Black American. Because what would happen is, when we talk about reparations, you have people who look like us, but they come from an immigrant background and they're already getting benefits as an immigrant. So us talking about getting something, they look at that as, well, he's gonna take money out of my immigrant pocket if we give money to the FBAs, so they'll get around us and try to sabotage and get off code. So it was important for us to delineate in a respectful way to say, hey, you're not owed, we are, and we have to focus on what we're doing. So that's one thing, not letting outside groups come in and infiltrate because they have some kind of personal vendetta because they're not even owed reparations here.
I'm gonna push you gently here. I'm gonna push you gently. When you say outside groups, some people would say that that sounds divisive. I mean, we're all Black. I understand what you're talking about in terms of who's owed the money and who's not owed the money, but do you think that we should be maybe possibly, and I've talked to you a lot before, brother, maybe a little bit more, I don't know, inclusive in the way that we have these discussions, so there's not them versus us?
Listen, they had the Emmy Awards like last week. Anytime a non-FBA person won an award, they're like, Jamaican American actress Cheryl Lee Ralph won an award. The minute a person who's of Nigerian descent becomes a PhD doctor, Nigerian American PhD doctor. Anytime they do something positive and constructive, they go out of their way to delineate from us, which is cool. Take your win. When we want to do something positive for our group, we're told we're being divisive if we're talking about reparations specifically for us. So they have to respect us the way we respect them.
Right, okay.
I'd like to add on to that. Everyone does not include us in their party. Everyone does not include us in everything that they do. There has to be a point of division in order for us to separate and then unite among the like-minded of our people. So let's make this very clear. When we say we want to call people out, let's make this all the way clear. Everyone knows who is real and who is not. Because there are some of us who are banned from every damn where because of how absolutely legitimate we are. So when you want to call people out, first they must be pointed out. We cannot unite with slave makers, slave owners, traitors, turncoats, nor collaborators. It ain't gonna happen like that. Too many of us are Black people with white minds. And so when you put people in front who say they speak for us, but at this point it is 2022 going into 2023, and we are still in the same position, if not a little backward from where we were when it comes to our overall progress, I call conspiracy. Now, before anyone says conspiracy theory, conspiracy means when two or more groups, organizations, or individuals come together to do something that is evil and or wicked. It is an absolute conspiracy. You have too many Black billionaires and millionaires who do not fund projects for Black grassroots organizations to come up out of the condition that we are in.
Go ahead.
Too many people chasing the bag, but you don't get no damn respect because you sacrifice your people to be included into somebody else's group.
That's right.
So, let's stop the nonsense. Cut the cap. In the game. This generation ain't playing with this no more. I want us to all understand this. There is a separation here. The commercialized talking, everyone wants to be soft and talk soft. The enemy doesn't give a damn about nothing you call yourself. You can call yourself a Moor, Hebrew Israelite, you can say Black, you can say FBA, all of that. We are considered to them.
That's right.
That is the very plain, simple reality. If you are a Black millionaire but you can't speak the truth, you are nothing but a rich slave.
That's right.
And I will never trade my place with someone who has a lot of money but no respect for my own people.
That's right.
Too many of us get comfortable once we get a check and we forget where we came from.
That's right.
And you don't want to even go back around your people because you feel like we're not even worth being around.
That's right.
So at this point, again, this is a nice stage, a wonderful event, but knock it off. Those who are really about this, be about it, so that the enemy can say, you know what, we need to stop playing with these people and give them their real respect.
That's